Hey everyone, DLoves Trains here. You joined me this morning in Train Simulator Classic at Rochester Station with this double set Class 375. Today we will be heading to London Victoria as part of the 1502 service to London Victoria. We today have two special units with us. Today we have two commemorative units, driver John Neve and the Hospice in the World, as you can see here on this middle coach. Anyway, we'll be taking these 375s as far as London Victoria, calling at Bromley South only. I had a quick test of this and quickly ran through this list just to see how long or how far down London Victoria was, which was shockingly far. The cab setup I'm not even going to demonstrate because it really is just as simple as move reverser to forward. So I'm just going to quickly run through this list. Oh, hello. We're inside now. Just quickly nip through to get to the London Victoria. Then we'll let the passengers on board and we'll be off. Unfortunately, it's really far down the list. Just a Ramsgate. Adequate. Come on. I know I'm near when I get to Cannon Street. There we go. Cannon Street, Victoria. Okay, so it is unfortunately as simple and as boring as that. But the door opens and you can see here London Victoria via Bromley South. Welcome aboard this southeastern service to London Victoria, calling at Bromley South and London Victoria. Are a couple of seconds delayed now. Hopefully the doors will be off and then we will be able to get out. I don't suppose we will be calling at any of the stations along the way other than Bromley South, unless I change my mind at Soul Street and decide to do the stopping service. Right, go. Approved. That's us gone then. The two 375 units have left Rochester Station 39 seconds later than it should have, on the way to London Victoria. It's funny, even when you are standing on the platform, it doesn't feel like 30 miles an hour. Anyway, let's enjoy the journey now. Passing the famous Rochester Castle and Cathedral, and over the Rochester Bridge. This route is quite old because now a lot of this area here has been rebuilt. There's a school here. Nowadays there's a school here and it's flat. There's a park sort of thing here, and there's houses all along this road. Coming out from underneath the station, there's a co-op and buildings around here, presumably what this digger is representing the building of. Anyway, just passing over the bridge towards Strood and Medway Valley Line, and you can just see in the distance the Medway Viaduct, which will be passing under very soon. We have been joined by an out-of-date friend, the Class 375 in southeastern yellow livery, which was the livery of 2016. I do remember the yellow ones, because I remember them all being repainted. It was very exciting, as you can imagine. So they all, from what I can remember, they all started like this. Then they had blue doors, and then they are, as I'm driving now, with this light blue doors, dark blue. Pretty much, if you imagine, if any of you know the rolling stock sorts of the southeast, you'll know the 465 networkers. That's basically the second step from the yellow ones to the dark blue ones. It was sort of this light blue door thing, not quite as blue as this, more of a light baby blue colour. Anyway, enough about what they have been. Just while I'm rambling on, quick apology if I will. I've been really busy with all sorts of things over the last week, so haven't been able to post a video, which is why this video has come out on a Sunday instead of a Thursday. And I hate to disappoint you, but now videos will come on Sundays instead of Thursdays, because it's just easier for me with all the other things going on. So videos will now come out on weekends, on either Saturday or Sunday. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's only because it's been super busy with all sorts of things, and it was on Thursday night I thought to myself while I was in bed thinking, I haven't recorded a video this week, which is why it's now here on a Sunday. So videos will now be posted on Sundays instead of on Thursdays. And while we're also at rambling about YouTube, I would just like to mention I'd like to offer some thanks in many places. Firstly, I'd like to offer some heartfelt thanks to That Model Railway Boy. I've been talking if you like, but I comment on quite a few of his videos, so you should, if you watch this and like trains, then you should definitely head over to see his channel, because he has some good videos, and he's just started a new series of his actually, which is can't remember exactly what he called it, something along the lines of station reviews or something. Looked quite interesting, and I'd like to thank him, because his promotion on his channel for this channel, he put a shout out for this channel on his community page, so I'd like to thank him for that. And I'd also like to mention I'd like to offer sincerest thanks to all my subscribers, because last Sunday, yes, I filmed my 20 subscriber special, and now the time now is 23 minutes past 11, 1 week later, and I've already hit 30 subscribers. So that's 10 subscribers in a week. So I've got one of those massive grins on my face, and I would really like to thank you for the support from all 30 of my subscribers. I keep getting my YouTube Studio Creator weekly reviews, and they keep saying, you did better than we thought you would. So I'd like to thank all of you for your support during this channel. You could almost call this a 30 subscriber special if you want to. I might call it that. I think I probably will. But this one it's not something we've done before, which is why I've pulled out these 375s today. We're just heading towards Seoul Street now, but I'm very grateful to all of the support that you have given me from my 30 subscribers, and of course That Model Railway Boy, your support was most greatly accepted. You might have to do a 92 challenge to see if you can pull 30 containers. Only because the 20 container challenge was it. Anyway, we're now back to this. We're now heading towards Soul Street. You can see it here. We won't be calling here. We're only on a quick passing through, just to say hello, bye. Only wanted to do the Bromley South one, otherwise it would take us 47 minutes. And I think doing the Bromley South one, it will only take us 30 minutes? I can't remember exactly. I haven't been to Victoria in a long time. It's usually whenever I head up to London for trains or going somewhere, I will I'm going to say 99 times out of 100 I will go to St Pancras. There's one coming the other way. I think it's a special one. Nope. Don't think it's stopping for that matter. It's just going to keep on going. Platform at Mepham is a lot longer than I thought. Anyway, back to our train. While we're here, I'll do a quick cab tour. You have got an opening door window here. Not exactly exhilarating. You've got a blind. Again, not exactly exhilarating. You've got actually quite a lot of moving blind features in this cab. And then, of course, the window on the other side opens. You've got your vigilance pedal, first aid kit, then what you would expect in a cab of this type of train. DRA, door release, depot listening. Again, not exactly the most interesting sound to listen to. Got your horn. It's a mid horn, to be quite honest. You can hear the traction sounds, and we do have the CML 375s, so they do have the overhead collectors here. Not that it's related to the 375s at all, however, quite a lot of Southeastern's class 377s, I only realised very recently, were actually I don't know if given or donated or purchased from First Capital Connect. So after First got rid of the majority of their class 377s, presumably for 387s at the time, because at the time that was probably a decent upgrade, they presumably handed them off to Southeastern, which is why a lot of the class 377s for Southeastern are what's the word I want to use? There's no word I want to use. X First Capital Connect, nothing else to say. So this here is a slightly nightmarish junction, which I believe is Beckley. Oh, I thought it was St Mary's Cray. Yeah, I was right. Yeah, okay, and so Mary's Cray on one side, but we'll be heading over one of these, this thicker line, I would assume, because we're not heading up to Chislehurst or Elmstead Woods. Okay, well, we're not heading that way anyway. And south you can go to Petswood and Orpington. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it does get quite busy up here the closer towards actual London you become. We've got another big junction here, which is Beckham Junction, of course. But there are two routes you can get to Victoria from on this route. You can either go via Catford or Herne Hill, I think. and I picked Catford because that's the fast one. Just can't remember which way Catford is. I think these stations are related. Okay, I should definitely not have picked Catford. I should have picked Fire Hill, because Catford is round this wiggly outer line, and I should have definitely have chosen to go on that way. Okay, well, it's a scenery change. Sorry about that. I think that might have been one of the 377, actually. Yes, that's a 4-car 377. This is one of the... That's a good example of the first Capital Connect ones. As you can see here, they have this grey roof, and then the colours only on the ends. So that's the first Capital Connect example. Right. Swanley. I don't remember there being a Swanley on this. Yeah, if I do for some reason randomly change something on the keyboard commands here, it's because I've been starting to play Naval Action on Steam for quite a while. I've played it for a bit now. So I keep doing the W is forward, when actually, in this game, A is accelerate. Which is, I've definitely been caught out a few times like that. Anyway, we've come out of the local field now, and we are now heading into what appears to be Swanley. I don't know whether Swanley is classified as London or not, because I am not a massive London expert. It's like I can't decide where Cardiff stops either. Oh, it says it's going to take us half an hour to get to it. So I don't believe that. I think a lot of the southeastern trains just don't stop in this station. They just head on through. People know we're coming. I didn't realise until very recently that you could take a stopping service to Cardiff Central. There's a Great Western run a small fleet of Class 377s, and they're 378s. What? No, they're 387s. Ignore that. They're Class 387s. Anyway, they have a couple of those on the South Wales Great Western Main Line sort of thing. And apparently they run a stopping service, which I didn't know that. There's an example of the old painting of a networker. Yellow doors, grey stripe. I do not remember the networkers at all, because where I used to live, when I was younger, there weren't networkers. It was only these 375s, usually 3-car or 4-car sets. So it was a lot shorter. It was on the Medway branch line, so there weren't really long consist trains. It was just a 2-car, or it's just the 3-car or the 4-car sets, as you can see here. It wasn't nearly as exciting. To stop this video from becoming extensive, we might be calling at Bromley South and stopping there, only because otherwise this video is going to be so long. Bromley South is. Don't know where Bromley South is. Where's Bromley? Oh, it's there. Yeah, we'll go to Bromley South and not call it anywhere else, and just hope that this video doesn't change. What could possibly go wrong, eh? I'm just going to quit talking for a bit. We can have a quick look on the inside. Passenger view has a very restricted left-right movement, but they have gone to the decency to include the southeastern route map and an advertisement for Train Simulator 2016. That just shows how old this is. Anyway, I'm just going to quit rambling for a bit. We can have a nice glance at the scenery while it passes. And I just have to make sure that I don't do anything goofy. I'm going to find it hard to stop talking for a minute. We're passing now St Mary Cray, singular Mary. I don't know much about this station apart from that you can change here for a lot of other things. It's quite often the an interchange for a lot of people, I should think. Oh, that's comical. It's like a 3-car versus a 4. Oh no, they're both 4. Anyway, we're now approaching a 61 miles. I said I wasn't going to talk. Sorry. Hopefully after this massive junction, we should be able to just call it at that by stopping here in Bromley South. Yeah. Sorry about that. Anyway, as I was saying, we're now heading towards the junction. We'll be passing over Bexley Park, and then we probably will call it at what's it called? Think junction. No. Sorry, I've completely lost it. Bromley South. Sorry, I've gone completely berserk. Right, junction, Bromley South. There we go. Sorry, no, that's not Bromley South. That's Bromley South. I have completely and utterly lost it suddenly. I'm driving an Electrostar to Bromley South, which is over here. Good. As I was saying. Junction, yes. Sorry, I've suddenly had a complete brain block. And now I will stop talking before I can actually formulate sentences. So we've crossed over the massive junction thing, which looks like an absolute spider scrawl on the map. As you can see, it's some sort of super junction. I think it's something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 main lines. There are 8 lines crossing at this point, and I do not know what they were thinking. It's like cars, when you get if you get 8 things on a road to cross, they just put a massive junction in. Well, that's the example of the same version, but for trains. Anyway, we'll be passing through Bexley Park very shortly. You can just see the corner of the train there. And here another one coming as well. There it is. Oh, it's another First Capital Connect one. Anyway, we're heading in through this slightly restricting tunnel. Photo opportunity. Oh, that was a bad direction. Oh, I was slightly too close for that. Unfortunately, some of the photos I take, you just have to get the timing so right that sometimes you have to press the button before you want to press it. Got the London bus depot here. City. That's a very vague destination for a London bus. That's like the National Express saying, "Where are you going?" England. Anyway, we're now heading towards Bromley South, which is where this train will, where this video rather, will stop. Anyway, I have realised that I often do my Thank you for watching. Too late, and then you always get this grey box while I'm just rambling in the background. Thus, I shall start before we get to Bromley South, just so that I don't have to have this massive grey thing in the centre of the screen going, "You have finished." Even though it is kind of nice. Hang on, was that someone's shed? Train spotting shed, absolutely genius. Anyway, here we are at Bromley South, which is where this video does unfortunately come to a step 2 ending. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, the drill hasn't changed, as they say. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to leave likes, and please do comment. It makes all the difference when people comment on my videos. For some reason it just feels like it's one of those thanks. So please feel free to comment on my videos. I do read my comments and I do respond to all of my comments, or at least I try to. Yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and comment if you enjoyed that. If you want suggestions of other routes to drive or other things to do in Train Simulator, feel free to pop them in said comments. And if you really enjoyed it and want more content, then press the subscribe button. I don't know if it flashes because I haven't had to, but please do press the subscribe button, and let's see how many subscribers we can get to. It'll probably be sensible to do something. I would reckon it. I reckon that with the support that I've got, I reckon that at our currently, I reckon it is very likely that I would be able to get 50 subscribers by Christmas. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and until next time, go out there and enjoy some trains. I can do that when it's not a terminal.